Hi, and thanks for tuning in. I'm Sonia Costello, and we are going to be practicing together for the next 60 minutes for a gentle yoga practice. So if you happen to have a bolster, just take a moment, grab a bolster, and if you don't have a bolster, you can grab any type of pillow that isn't so soft, a little bit thicker. Blocks if you have them. Hard-covered books work really well if you do not. And we'll need a strap. And if you don't have a strap, perfectly fine to grab a scarf, a belt, or a dog leash. So we'll start today. And if you do have a blanket, if you have a Mexican blanket or just a thicker blanket, something that's just not going to be super squishy. So today we're going to start in Supta Baddha Konasana. It's one of my favorite poses ever. So you'll take whatever prop you're using as your pillow. And you're also always welcome to just come lying flat on your back on the floor if that's going to support you better. And then you'll take the bolster or pillow, bring it up to your low back. So if you do have a blanket and you have any low back issues, I recommend propping your booty up on a blanket. And then you'll take the bolster and bring it up to your low back. And again, keep it about a fist width away if you have any issues with the low back. You can bring the soles of the feet together or let the legs come out wide, long. Lie back on your bolster. Then you'll shimmy the shoulder blades together and down the back. Let the arms come out by your side, palms face up. Then you're going to tuck your chin in just a little bit so that's not poking up at the sky. If you have another blanket or you haven't used a blanket, you're always welcome to bring the blanket underneath the head. And if you need to move and wiggle around, just know that that's perfectly normal. So just finding your way into however this pose will suit you best. And then as you're done with the moving and the wiggling, softly closing the eyes. Always have a soft gaze. And let's take a few breaths to arrive together. So take a nice deep inhale through the nose. Release the exhale out of your mouth. Inhaling through the nose. Release the exhale out of your mouth. And then one more time, inhale through the nose. Release the exhale out of your mouth. Parting the teeth, allowing the jaw and tongue to relax. Let the eyes soften. Let the cheeks soften. Feeling the back of the body getting heavier. Feeling the support of the earth and your props beneath you. Seeing if you can allow yourself to settle in just a little deeper. Feeling the chest opening. Your heart lifting. As the belly softens. Relaxing the arms, your hands, and even your fingers. Feeling the hips get heavier. As maybe the hip creases begin to soften. Relaxing the legs, the feet, and even the toes. Let's bring the right hand to the belly and bring the left hand to your heart. So you're welcome to keep the soles of the feet together. If you're ready to maybe stretch the legs out long, if it's become a little bit too much of a hip opener, feel free to take the legs long. And we're going to come into Samavriti breath. This is an even count inhale to an even count exhale. I'm going to walk you through a few rounds before leaving you to a few on your own. So we'll start by releasing all of the air out of your mouth. Closing the mouth, breathing in through the nose for 4, 3, 2, 1, pause. Exhale for 3, 2, 1, pause. Inhale for 3, 2, 1, pause. Exhale for 3, 2, 1, pause. Inhale for 3, 2, 1, pause. Exhale for 3, 2, 1, pause. Continue with this breath. and move at your own pace. So you may find the number increases or decreases. You're looking for a number that feels the best in your body. That's going to be different for all of us. And you want to find a smooth and steady breath. A breath that can guide and support you throughout your practice. And I always like to remind that the breath is the most important part of the practice. The poses will always come. And just checking in and seeing if you can stay with the breath. Relax the jaw. Relax the sides of the neck. And even check in with the shoulders if they crept up near the ears. See if you can soften them down. With your next inhale, let's bring the right hand on top of the left. Just taking a moment here and see if there's an intention that you would like to bring into your practice. You can be working on cultivating more of something in your life. Maybe it's peace, harmony, balance. Or maybe you're working on letting go of something. And that can be anxiety, or worry, or fear. And if nothing arises, that's perfectly fine too. If you still have the soles of the feet together, you're going to bring the hands to the outside of the thighs and bring the knees up towards the sky, feet to the floor, and then straighten the legs long. If your legs are already long, you're going to point and flex the feet and then reach the arms behind you. And start to bring movement in. So you can make some circles with the wrists, the ankles, maybe get some snap, crackle, and pop like I do. Never seems to change. Wiggle some fingers and start to rock your head gently from side to side. Bring the arms down by your side. Feet will come to the floor. You'll roll over onto your right side. Pause for a moment there. Whether you're on the bolster, you can come off the bolster, but just taking a moment to pause. And then with the help and the guidance of your hands, press yourself up into a seat. You can take whatever prop you were using and move that off to the side. If you want to sit up on a blanket, if you have one, I recommend it. You can always sit up on your bolster if you need a little extra support. Of course, my blanket's not going to cooperate. So once we come into a seat, just taking a moment here, whatever easy seat this is for you, bring the hands to the top of the thighs or they rest at the knees. You can softly close the eyes or gazing at the floor. Inhale, take the shoulders up towards the ears, and with the exhale, let the shoulder blades roll down the back. You're lifting up through the crown of the head as if you have a string at the top of your head and it's just gently pulling you towards the sky. The chin's parallel with the earth. Let the shoulders drop. And feeling all the way into the seat. Feeling your sit bones root down. The belly pulls in, creating length in the spine. Let's bring the hands in front of the heart, thumbs rest at the sternum. And bowing your head in towards your heart in a moment of gratitude for taking this time out for you, for nourishing your soul, your body, and your mind. Lifting the head, the hands come down to the lap, blink the eyes open, and welcome to your practice. We'll start and let's take an inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Maybe look up. And exhale, let the arms float back down by your side. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, arms float back down. Inhale, reach the arms up. And this time on your exhale, bring the arms back behind you. You'll come up onto your fingertips. So press into the fingers as you lift the head, lift the heart. The head can drop back if that feels good on the neck. If it doesn't, don't drop the head back. And breathe. Keep lifting the heart towards the sky. And then bring the chin up if your head is back. Walk your hands back onto the tops of the knees or the lap. Inhale, take the shoulders to the ears. Exhale, roll the shoulder blades down. And then inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, left hand will come down. Reach up through the right fingertips and exhale, lean over to the left. So you're rooted in that left hand. Keep the left shoulder out of the ear. Reach through the fingertips as the heart moves towards the sky. And breathe. Check in with that right sit bone. Hopefully it didn't come with you. If it did, just slightly pressing back down. And inhale, come on up, reach the arms to the sky. Exhale over to the other side. So all the same things. Keep that heart spiraling open. Reach through the fingertips. Breathe. So see if you can come back to that breath. That Samavriti breath. Still finding the pause at the top of the inhale. And at the bottom of your exhale. One of my teachers always said that's where the magic happens. And inhale, come on up, reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, let's twist to the left. So take the left hand behind you, right hand to the outside of the left knee. Stay rooted in the seat, lift through the crown. Let the twist come from the belly, not your shoulders. Maybe you begin to look over that left shoulder. Breathe. Inhale, come back to center, reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, twist to the other side. Inhale, come back to center, reach the arms. And exhale, let the arms float down by your side. Let's grab the strap or belt or dog leash, whatever you're using. And also let's change the cross of our legs. So we're all beautiful creatures of habit. So yes, it possibly feels weird for you. It does for me. And we'll grab or take your strap and bring it in both hands and take your arms. You're just about a little bit shoulder width apart. So you're not way out here. And your hands will move as we flow through this. And sitting up nice and tall. So feel, if you're leaning a little bit more forward, pull that low belly in, root down through the sit bones, sit up tall. We're gonna inhale and reach the arms to the sky. And on your exhale, this is where the hands might move a little bit. You're gonna let the arms come back behind you, but don't go all the way to your edge. You might not go very far at all. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, let the arms float back down out in front of you. So we're gonna keep flowing with the breath. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, let the arms go back behind you. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, arms float down out in front. So we're gonna keep moving with the breath. Move at your own pace. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, let them go behind. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, arms float down in front. Maybe your hands start to move a little wider. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, let the arms go back. We're gonna do it one more time. Inhale, reach the arms. Exhale, let them float down in front. And then one more time. Inhale, lift. On the exhale, this time we're gonna pause and breathe. This is really great for those of us in front of a computer all day, texting on our cell phones, playing on all the lovely technology that most of us own. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, arms float down in front. It's wonderful to be so connected, and it does take a toll on our bodies. So place the strap over to the side and then just roll the shoulders out. So however that feels good to you. If you want to move the neck around a little bit. And then from here, let's cross at the ankles and come on to hands and knees. So we'll come into tabletop. So if you have sensitive knees, you can always bring the blanket underneath the knees. You also can use your yoga mat or whatever mat you're using, even if it's a towel, which I did not mention at the beginning, and double it. That will help. And in tabletop, you want the wrists underneath your shoulders. If you have some wrist issues, you may want to walk them out a little bit further. Knees are underneath your hips. You can have the toes curled under here, bring some energy into the feet, into the toes. We tend to not always give them a whole lot of love. And then inhale, drop the belly as the gaze and sit bones lift to the sky. Exhale, navel pulls to the spine as you round the back and drop the head, tuck the tailbone. Inhale, moving into cow, drop the belly. Exhale, navel to the spine. Inhale, moving through cow. Exhale, rounding back into cat. Inhale, belly drops. This time, as you pull the navel towards your spine, rounding back into cat, you're gonna let the hips sink to the heels towards child's pose, but we're not gonna stay there. So inhale, rising back up, belly drops, gaze and sit bones lift. Exhale, navel to the spine, hips to the heels for child's pose. Inhale, rising up, belly drops. Exhale, navel to the spine, hips to the heels. Let's do this a couple more times. You're moving with your breath, so taking it nice and slow. There's no reason to hurry or rush. And the last time that your hips land at the heels, take your big toes together. Let the knees come a little bit wider and sink into your child's pose. Let the forehead rest and come up onto your fingertips and walk the hands just a little further out in front, and maybe even choose to stay on your fingertips here. So just bringing more energy into the hands and the arms. Feeling a little more expansion in the chest. And with your next inhale, find your way back into tabletop. So this is going to be your choice here. We're going to come to the front of our mat. We're going to transition through downward facing dog, but if you would prefer just to walk there, you can walk there. Walk your hands out, just about one hand's length. Fingers are spread nice and wide. Curl your toes under and begin to lift the hips towards the sky. Heels reach towards the earth. We're going to take one full breath here. And then look forward between the hands. Take your time and as slow as you can, walk to the front of your mat to a forward fold. And as you arrive at the front of your mat, you can have your knees bent. Let your head be heavy. If you have low back issues, bring the hands to block. As the head drops, maybe shaking it out a little bit here. Shake it, yes, the head, yes and no. Have your feet about hips width apart, all 10 toes facing towards the front of the mat. Breathe. And on your next inhale, we'll come halfway up to a flat back so you can take the hands to the shins. Maybe they come above the knees. Roll the shoulder blades down the back. Crown of your head lifts towards the front of the room. Knees can always be bent here. And take one more nice deep inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Root down through the feet. Slight bend in the knees and inhale, slowly roll up vertebra by vertebra. Take your time. Let the head be the last thing that comes up. Roll the shoulders up to the ears. And let the shoulder blades roll together and down the back. Bring the arms out by your side. Close the eyes. You'll lift up through the crown of the head as you root down through your feet. And finding Tadasana, finding your mountain pose. Feeling into your strength. Feeling into your courage. Feeling into your stability. Lifting up through the crown of the head as you root down through the feet. And tap back into your breath. If you've lost the breath, no worries, that happens. Or if you find that you're holding it, just see if you can come back to that Samavriti breath. Continuing to find the pause at the top of your inhale and at the bottom of your exhale. keep the eyes closed or blink them open. And inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, bring the hands into the heart. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Do that one more time. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms sweep out and up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Close the eyes. Soften the shoulders. Root down through your feet. And breathe. Eyes are soft, jaws relaxed. And blinking the eyes open, bring the hands to the hips. The joy of being at home. I just had to close the door on a kitten who is now attacking the door. So if you aren't at the front of your mat, come and step to the front of the mat. Hands are at your hips. We'll step the right foot back. So we're gonna step back to warrior one. Your back foot's on about a 40 to 45 degree angle. Root down through that back heel. Now you may need to heel toe the left foot over just a little bit so that you give your hips some space and you're not on a tightrope. It's different for all of us in each of our bodies, so just check in. Make sure that your knee doesn't go over the ankle, so you want it in line with the ankle or just behind. Pull that left hip back, root down through the back heel, and then lift the arms to the sky. We're coming into your warrior one, and breathe. Lift through the heart, reach through the fingertips. And take an inhale here. Exhale, bring the arms behind you. So we're gonna clasp the hands. Come into a nice heart opener. So you're gonna reach the knuckles towards the earth. Heart lifts to the sky, gaze lifts. And just pause and breathe here. Keep pulling that left hip back. Soften the face. Breathe. And slowly release the hands. Reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, take the hands to the earth. Spin to the ball of the back foot. You're gonna, maybe you might need to heel to the front foot over. Step the right foot forward. You may hop it to get there. Lift halfway up on your inhale. Fold on the exhale and send the left foot back. So same thing, second side. Press down through the feet. Reach the arms to the sky. So you're rooting down and rising up. And breathe. Take the arms behind you. Clasp this time in the opposite way. So you're coming into having the wonky finger on top. It feels weird. It should. Another little fun habits to break along the way. Not doing it always in the habitual way. Lift the heart. Maybe begin to lift the gaze. Breathe. And release the hands. Reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to the earth. Spin to the ball of the back foot. Step that left foot forward. Lift halfway up on your inhale. Fold on the exhale. Send your left foot back. This time we're going to come into warrior two. So you drop the back heel. Press down through the feet. And come on up, bring your arms to shoulder level. And then check in with your feet. So you have a heel to heel or heel to arch alignment. The back foot's parallel with the back of the mat. Root down through the outer edge of the back foot. Arms are at shoulder level. You're reaching through the fingertips. Soft gaze over the left middle finger. And just pause and breathe here. Pull the belly in. Lengthen the tailbone. And then turn the palms to face the sky. And we're going to flow with our breath. So we'll straighten on inhale, straighten the front leg. And reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, you bend into the front knee. Arms come out to shoulder level. Look back over that left finger. Inhale, leg straightens, arms reach. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten and reach. Exhale, warrior two. Pause, breathe. Take another inhale. Exhale, windmill the hands to the floor. Come to the ball of your back foot. Maybe step that front foot over a little bit. And the right foot steps forward to meet the left. Lift halfway up on your inhale. Fold on your exhale, and the left foot goes back. Inhale, come up to warrior two. I should have said don't pay attention to me, I just didn't want you to look at my back. Find your feet, find your stability, bend into the knee, lift the heart, reach through the fingertips. Check your front knee out, make sure it's moving towards the pinky toe. Likes to be very sneaky, and dip on in. Take a couple more breaths before we move. And inhale, front leg straightens, arms reach to the sky. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten and reach. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten and reach. Exhale, warrior two. Pause and breathe. Straighten your front leg. Bring the hands to your hips. And move the left toes so that they are now parallel with the right. And you're going to turn your toes in so you're just a little pigeon-toed. Root down through the feet, strong legs, so don't lock your knees out. And inhale, reach the arms to the sky, maybe look up. Exhale, fold forward. Hands can come all the way to the floor. You can also bring the floor closer to you by grabbing a block. Let the head be heavy. You can even shake it out a little bit. bend the knees. Engage your core as you bring the hands to your hips. Inhale, come all the way up. Release the exhale out of your mouth. Heel toe your feet back together. And let's step to the front of the mat. So we'll come right back into Tadasana. Arms come out by your side, come down by your side. Root down, lift through the crown. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Lift halfway up on your inhale. Fold on your exhale, and you'll bend the knees. You can either walk yourself back to downward facing dog, take a few breaths right here, or bring the knees to the mat and let the hips sink to the heels into child's pose. Whenever you choose is perfect. Decide where you want to be today, and just have honor for that space that you're in. If you're in child's pose, let the hips get heavy as they sink back towards the heels. And if you've chosen down dog, you're lifting up through the sit bones as the heels reach to the earth and inner thighs to the back of the room. Keep those arms nice and strong. And then let's all meet together in child's pose. And from child's pose, walk the hands in towards your body so that you're sitting up on the heels. Grab whatever prop you would like to sit up on, if you would like a prop. And find a seat. As you find a seat, bring the legs out long. So we're going to take the legs nice and wide. So you want your legs engaged. And again, don't lock the knees out here. Toes are to the sky, knees are to the sky. You can bring the hands behind the hips and sit up nice and tall. And this might be exactly where you stay. So you need to check in with your body. And a lot of us are doing more work from home or work in front of the computer or even gardening where we're doing a lot of this. So staying here and breathing is beautiful. You want to come a little bit more into a fold and you're not going to lose the length. Bring the hands out in front of you. Take an inhale. And then as if you're lifting out of the hips, you'll begin to walk yourself forward. But again, check in where you are. If you start to do this, that's not what we want. So back it up a little bit. Keep the heart lifting and moving forward. You can close the eyes. Just breathing, so relax the jaw. Stay rooted in your seat. Stay with your breath. With your next inhale, walk yourself up if your hands were out in front of you. And take the hands to the outside of your legs. Bring your legs together. Maybe give the legs a little shake. Let's take the left foot to the outside of your right knee. So some of you will keep that leg long. If you would like, you can bend the knee, bringing that foot a little closer in towards the hip. Hug the knee in. Inhale, reach the left arm up and over. And then inhale, right arm reaches to the sky. Exhale, coming into your twist, so you may have the hand grab the knee, elbow may hug the knee. Lift through the crown of your head, stay rooted in the seat, and breathe. switch sides. So the right foot comes to the outside of the left knee. The knee hugs in, sit up tall. Inhale, right arm lifts, lands behind you. Then inhale, left arm up, and find your twist. Inhale, come to center. And release both legs back out in front of you. Give them a little shake. We'll come off the blanket. If you were sitting on one, put that over to the side. Grab your strap and whatever you're using as a block, and come on to your back. And once you get onto your back, bring your feet to the floor. We'll take the right ankle on top of the left knee. So some of you may find that staying right here, this is enough. For others, you may lift the left foot. Hand can go between the triangle of the legs, clasping behind your left thigh. This is a great place if you would like to use a strap, because you want to keep your hips and your shoulders and your head on the earth. So if you want to use a strap to help pull that left leg in a little closer. Flex the right foot. This helps protect the knee, and your right knee is gently moving towards the front of your mat. And breathe. Releasing the strap or the hands, bringing your left foot to the floor, if you lifted it, and bring the right foot to the floor. Pause and take a full breath here. Just allowing the body to feel the sensations from side to side. Left ankle to the top of the right knee. So same pose, different side. You may find you do it a little different on the side. Maybe you don't lift the foot. Maybe you do. Maybe the strap comes in handy. So just finding all those same actions. And breathing. Slowly release the hands or the strap, feet to the floor. Pause and breathe. And then grabbing your block or book, whatever prop, maybe even your bolster or the pillow. And we're going to come into a supported bridge. So your feet, all 10 toes are facing to the front of your mat. Feet are about hips distance apart. Make sure that the heels are close enough into your booty. Lift the hips and place the block at your sacrum. So that's the triangular bone at the bottom of your spine. And take the arms out by your side. You're welcome to close the eyes. You can always have them open. Just breathing here. You're welcome to stay here, or if you would like to come into waterfall, lift your legs towards the sky. You can have your feet flexed, or maybe reach the balls of the feet towards the sky. Just finding what feels best in your body. Maybe again, checking out a different way than you normally do. And slowly bring your feet to the earth. Pause here and breathe. Allowing everything to settle, feeling into the sensations happening. Just breathing into it. Press into the feet, lift the hips, remove whatever prop you were using. Place that off to the side and bring your hips to the earth. Hug the knees into your chest. Rock a little bit here from side to side. Then find your way back to the middle of the mat. Take the feet to the floor, arms come out into a T. If you have room, if you don't, you're in cactus arms. So bending at the elbow. Heel toe your feet to the width of your sticky mat. And let's windshield wiper the legs. Start on the right. Letting the knees drop to the right. Knees come up and then over to the left. You can bring the head into it. So as the knees go to the left, head goes to the right. Just moving nice and slow. The next time that the knees fall to the right, pause and breathe there. Navel pulls to the spine, knees come up, and drop them to the left. spine, the knees come to center. Hug the knees back into your chest. And maybe choosing to come into happy baby. So you can grab the soles of the feet. The outer edge is going to be a little more challenging. You can always take the inner edge or grab on to the back of the thighs. And breathe. Try to keep the sit bones moving towards the earth. Your head and shoulders stay on the earth. And take one more nice deep inhale. And with the exhale, releasing your feet, taking your legs long, and finding your way into Shavasana. Arms are out by your side. If you want to use any of your props, a bolster underneath the knees or a pillow underneath the knees is really lovely. And then taking a nice deep inhale through the nose. And release the exhale out of your mouth. Just allowing everything to settle. Taking this opportunity in corpse pose for the body to take in all the benefits of the practice. And everything seep into the cells of your being. Back body's heavy, melting into the earth in complete surrender, allowing the magic to happen. Breath. And as you deepen the breath, I'll share a poem. Be the drop that knows the ocean, the one who is both part and whole. Be a resting place, a still point in a sea of oscillation. Be the field of possibility, as spacious and spontaneous as daydreams. Grounded in material as feet planting firmly on the earth. Be divinity itself, so vast and free, no word or phrase can capture your reality. Dare to be your true self today, and the ripples from that simple act will touch the furthest reaches of infinity. Slowly bring movement back in. Wiggle toes and fingers. Make circles with the wrists and ankles. And reach Reach the arms behind you. Taking a nice, long, deep stretch as if you're just waking up to greet this beautiful day. Slowly roll to your right, knees curl in. Pause for a moment here. Check back in with your intention. And how can you take that out into the world and share it today? Slowly find your way to a seat. Eyes are closed or soft gaze remaining inward. With your next inhale, bring your hands in front of your heart, thumbs at the sternum. And I want to thank you for tuning in today. And I have to give a shout out to two friends and students who inspired me to lead this class today, Valerie and Michael. And for my bestie, for always supporting me through all of my adventures in life and in yoga. Thank you, Heather. May you be happy. May you be free. May you find peace. Namaste.